Ahoy everyone, it's Rainbow Pastel. So I was not exactly sure what type of video to do as like my first official YouTube video in a long time. So I thought I decided to start out with something funny by sharing you a bunch of cursed Pirates of the Caribbean products that I found on the internet. Now before I get into this, I'm gonna have to put a small disclaimer that some of this is going to be pure nightmare fuel. So, watch with some discretion. So, I'm actually not the first person on YouTube to talk about weird or cursed Pirates merch. Pirates Life actually made a couple videos about that before, like a few years ago. By the way, you should watch those videos after you watch mine. But yeah, one of the weird Pirates products that was in one of his videos, I definitely wanted to share here because I did not like how that looked. And it's funny, and I needed to share it here. And it is this Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides pop-up pirate. So it's like this like little barrel game sort of thing. And I don't really like how he looks in that. I don't like I don't know. I just don't like that. I don't like that at all. Honestly, this is kind of unscripted, so I'm just gonna be going through the pictures. Oof. Okay, I need to talk about the Funko Pops first. And here's the thing. Jack Sparrow has like the eye makeup, the kohl around his eyes. And so of course on any Jack Sparrow type of figure, you're going to want to put that on there. And the thing is that Funko Pops have like these big black soulless Funko Pop eyes. They're already kind of creepy on its own, right? So when they did the first one, they kind of just, it's an older one, so they just foregone the eye makeup, you know? So he's just got this, like, the normal soulless black Funko eyes. And so when they did the second one, they decided to have, like, that eye makeup be purple and make his eyelids be half closed. And I actually really kind of like that. Like, I like that because it just screams Jack Sparrow to me in this figure. Like he looks like Jack Sparrow, you know? So when they made Funko Pops for Dead Men Tell No Tales, they decided to do that. Now, in the movie itself, in both 4 and 5, I feel like that they went a little bit overboard on the kohl. Like I feel like that he could have went a little bit less on in the movie, but they really, but on the figures they needed to put as much as they did in the movie. And if you see in like the prototype art for the Dead Men Tell No Tales Funko Pop Jack, you can kind of see it like a little bit. Like you can kind of get the idea, and it's not too much there. They don't have too much of that like smoky eye kohl makeup like right there. But what actually came out with the Funko Pop on the store shelves ended up looking like this. Like, what the hell is that? Those already creepy Funko eyes are so much more scarier. Like, you can't differentiate the eye makeup from these Funko Pop eyes. So now he's got these giant, big, black, empty sockets where his eyes should be. It looks like a fucking creepy pasta. And I are like pictures like that, like creepy pasta characters with like the blacked out eyes. Those creep me out. Like I don't know what about it, but those are scary to me. And it's hard for me to even look at this because that's what it looks like to me. It's scary. I don't like it. It's sitting on my shelf and it keeps me up at night. I don't like that at all. Like, I could see what they're going for, but they could have done that a little bit better. Like, looking at it right now is scary. I don't like that. Anyway, moving on. This I don't like the eyes on this either. Quite a few people have been like to me, like, they didn't like this art style. Like, I've seen it, like, a lot more, like, on stickers and party supplies and stuff. Like, some people don't like this art style. I actually like this art style. I do. In fact, as much, like, I hold a lot of nostalgia for the swashbucklers type of animated style. I hold a lot more nostalgia for that. That's like the one I grew up with. But in terms of aesthetically, I like this art style better. I actually have a set of stickers in this art style, and they also made his eyes look like this, and that's the part I don't like about it. I don't know why they made his eyes look like that, especially since in some versions of this art style, his eyes do not look like that. So I don't know why they made his eyes look like that. You tell me. Now we're gonna step away from scary real quick to something silly. I've mentioned this on my channel before. That is my most wonderful Pirate Clash sword thrusting Will Turner. See, his main gimmick is that you squeeze Will's legs together for a sword jabbing attack. Okay? Yeah? Squeeze Will's legs together for some sword thrusting action.
And I practice with them 3 hours a day.
You're not a eunuch, are you?
The fact that I still have this toy in the package, it's funny because I saw this in a Smosh article like a long time ago, and I was like, that looks familiar. Do I actually have this? And I look up on my shelf where he's just sitting there in this slightly crunched up package. And I'm like, oh yeah, I do have that. This whole Pirate Clash series with the sword thrusting Will. There's also like a Davy Jones, and then there's also Jack Sparrow. And I actually ended up getting this Jack Sparrow one as well. So you see, when you squeeze Will's legs, it's not even just the packaging that's funny. If you squeeze his legs, and he doesn't have the sword in his hands, he really looks like he's thrusting his other sword. Like, it kind of reminds me of that Tarzan toy, where it's like the same type of thing. That's kind of how our sword thrusting Turner looks when you actually squeeze his legs. And with the Jack Sparrow one, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, really, what were they thinking? Fail. So during like the 06 through 08 years, there was like the Swashbucklers figures. They're like the animated type of pirate stuff. And I remember I had a few of these. I don't remember which ones I had exactly. Like, I know I had some, and I can't find them anywhere. But however, there was one piece of one of the Swashbuckler sets that I have found, and it is from this set that has Jack Sparrow, and there's a Kraken with the set, and you can put him on top of it. Like, you can have him ride the Kraken, and then the mouth also opens on the Kraken, and you can like stick Jack in there. But the thing with the Kraken is its mouth. It is quite literally a fleshlight from hell. It is the forbidden fleshlight. Like, what were they thinking? I know somebody on the internet would use it. I know it. So, in the predecessor, during the Dead Men Tell No Tales era, as in the 5th movie, because when Swashbucklers was a thing, there was some Pirates merch that came out under the Dead Men Tell No Tales title. But yeah, I'm talking about the movie. Now, as a longtime Pirates fan, and also as a collector of pirate stuff, I was kind of disappointed with the merchandise that came out for Pirates 5. Now, they came out with some good stuff, especially for adults, but, like, in terms of, like, the general stuff, especially for, like, the toys, no shade to Spin Master, but I did not like the toys that came out for Dead Men Tell No Tales. Like, they just came off as, like, super cheap to me. Like, when you're, like, comparing it to, like, the Zizzle figures, or most of the figures from the 2000s, they're just super cheap. And, like, there's no detail in it at all. And even a lot of them, the painting is, like, off. Like, every time I look at the Zizzle stuff, I just think how much of a bitch it must be to actually manufacture these things. I mean, some of the faces on some of these figures aren't exactly winners, and you're gonna see this in this video. Like, they would have done a lot. And then, like, you look at, like, the figures themselves. They look a little, except for Karina, I don't like how she looks in this. Some of these, like, stock pictures, they look a little bit better than how they look in real life. Like, I'm got, like, a picture of one of my Jack Sparrow ones in real life, and he just looks so derpy there. I don't know. That just kind of says about how anything is made in general nowadays. That's why I put these figures in here, because they're really funky looking, and they're like, I don't like how they look, and in some pictures they look pretty cursed. Here's they also came out with some blind boxes, and what you can get in these blind boxes is Captain Salazar, Salazar's crewman, Jack Sparrow, Barbossa, another one of Salazar's crewmen. You get a few of Salazar's crewmen, and one of them doesn't even look like anybody in Salazar's crew. In fact, it looks like somebody that would be in one of Barbossa's crew in Pirates 1. And then there's like Ghost, Captain Salazar, where he's got like, some of these guys got like the frosted look on them. And then there's Henry, and then they got young Jack, and then they got a gold Jack Sparrow, and then they got Will Turner, and then they got Kraken, which is not even in this movie, so I don't know why there's a Kraken in it. And they got a ghost shark, and then a ghost eel. Also, I found this picture of the blind boxes that was on AliExpress, and they don't look right at all. This is either a bootleg or a prototype. I have no clue what's up with that one. Anyway, moving on. I'm still going to stay on Dead Men Tell No Tales. So when that movie came out, Mini Mates came out with figures for Dead Men Tell No Tales. I like that they did that. And I like that they gave some of the characters a figure that didn't really get a figure. Like, they gave young Jack a figure. Like, as much as I didn't like the young Jack in this movie, I like that he got a figure. Some of these actually do look cool. Like, they do look cool. My problem with it, and what makes it cursed for me, is their faces. And it's not even just the Pirates of the Caribbean figure problem, it's a Mini-Mates problem. I don't like the Mini-Mate faces. They're very uncanny valley to me. I don't even like Henry. Oh, yeah, I don't like Henry's face. And the fact that they made bigger ones. I never ended up getting into bigger ones, but they made bigger ones of Jack, Barbossa, and Salazar. I think it's cool, and I think their outfits actually look cool. I just do not like the faces. That's cursed. And now I'm going to step away from Dead Men Tell No Tales. I'm going to talk about the fact that Disney would make merch of their, like, classic Disney characters, just like Pirates of the Caribbean characters. Like, they'd have, like, Mickey as Jack Sparrow. That's kind of funny. But nothing can be funnier than the fact that they made Goofy be Davy Jones. Think about that. Think about that for a minute.
If you fear death, if you feel like Narcobass, all your beats laid bare, all your scenes punished.
They had like figures, plushies, pins. Goofy was assigned to be Davy Jones. And it is like the funniest thing ever. When I was running out of ideas, I decided to consult some folks on Discord for any pictures of cursed or weird Pirates merch. And this is what they came up with. I don't like that. I don't like that. What is that? They've outdone anything that I've come up with. They've outdone me. You know, the Pirates fandom does not fail me, ever. Some of these that I saw from this, I had to actually question whether it was real or not. There's no way this is real. I went on Google, and this is the closest thing I can find to that picture. So I'm pretty sure this is the figure. And this figure is so creepy. I don't like his face. But then I was also sent this picture. Again, I had to question whether that was real or not. It does not look real. Once again, I had to go on Google, because if I did not, I would just keep searching this picture for an obvious plant logo. Turns out that this is real. Oh no. Oh, what is that? I need to see whoever was in charge of sculpting Orlando Bloom's face. And come to find out, this Will here is from the same series that Creepy Raggedy is from. Now, you take a close look at these figures right here. And the thing is, some of these actually look nice. And I would say at least 2 of them from the back of this toy box here, the back of this packaging, at least 2 of these are definitely not winners. But then you see that Series 3 Jack. I don't like that face. I don't know, it's giving Robot Chicken. Anyway, I wanted to give some honorable mentions. Jack Sparrow. And I think I have that one. I think I got that one. This Elizabeth. Okay, that's also Nightmare Fuel. I don't remember where this is from. Like I said, as much as I've praised 2000s Pirates merch, some of them were not winners. There are some figures where the outfit looks beautiful, like all the detail and everything. But then you look at the faces, and it's like, what? That's not Elizabeth. I think that about does it for today. Please definitely subscribe if you like what you see. And see you next time.